Hi, beautiful people. This is Tanya, and I was just wanting to come to you and give you a brief um, synopsis or rundown as to why. Sorry about that. Leaning to one side. As to why I walk by myself. Because a lot of people ask me, it's not safe to walk by yourself. Why do you walk by yourself? You need to get you a buddy to walk with or whatever. And I mentioned in a previous video that I used to walk 8 miles a day. Yeah. I would get to work an hour early. Well, I do a minimum of 8 miles. I would get to work an hour early, and I try to get me 3 to 4 miles in before I start to work. I do a mile on my first break, a mile on my second break, and then I would try to do at least 2, maybe 4 miles on my lunch. So yeah, I would do at least 8 miles. Sometimes I get 10 in, and I did very well at that. I did that by doing it by myself. Now don't get me wrong, if I'm walking and somebody wants to walk with me, I don't have a problem with you walking with me, but I'm not reliant on someone walking with me. And so here are the reasons why. Okay, so I wrote it down so I can remember, keep my mind straight. The first reason is flexibility. I might decide today I want to walk at 6 a.m. Tomorrow I might decide I want to walk at 10. Or I might want to walk tomorrow evening. Or up in the day. It just whenever the mood hits me, or if I feel like I have the time, I'll walk. And if I'm doing it by myself, then I don't have to worry about that. And also, I don't always take the same route. I might go, when I walk out the door, I might go to the right this time. Next time I might go to the left. Or I might get in my car and drive to a park and walk. It's just whatever I feel like doing. The next thing is speed. I'm not walking to win a race, okay? I'm going for endurance, not necessarily speed. As it says, slow and steady wins the race. And I found that if I get out there and I start trying to go too fast, for me, myself, walking on the streets, in the past, I've had problems with my feet and my ankles. So I know that if I walk for a longer period of time, then I don't have that issue. A longer period of time at a rate of speed. I don't have that issue. So for that reason, the time, route, and speed, that's one of the reasons why I walk by myself. Okay, the next one is when you're walking with people, I found that people will counsel on you. Yeah. So they will say, for whatever reason, and it's a good reason, and I'm not saying the reasons aren't valid, but people will, we always supposed to be walking together, and they're like, well, I don't feel like going today. Okay. So if I'm a person that's reliant on you to keep me held accountable, I've just messed up. Because you're not going, I'm not going to go. That doesn't work for me. If I'm going to go, if we're buddies and we're keeping each other accountable, then if you say you're going to show up, then I require you to show up. So, but if I'm walking by myself, I don't have that issue. I hope that makes sense. Okay, the next reason is when I'm walking, it allows me to think and clear my mind. I don't know if that works for everybody or not, but for me it does, even if I have headsets on. Now, again, when you're walking, you need to be cognizant of what's going on around you. So don't just put headsets on and you're oblivious, you're toned out to what's going on around you. The world is not an unsafe place, but it's not a safe place either. So you need to make sure that you are aware of what's going on around you. So if I have music, or I'm walking to music, or I'm listening to a pod or something like that, I'll just have one earpiece in. I don't have both in. or if I have a headset on, then I'll have it where one ear is clear and the other one is covered so I can hear, if that makes sense. So, but even at that, it allows me to think because I can tune out the music. That's my my stove. One moment. Okay, I'm back. Had to check on my food. Okay, so like I said, it allows me to clear my head, or just walk with a clear head if I'm listening to music. And I don't have any specific music. If I'm listening to music that I listen to, I just put in a I'm not gonna say generic, but a kind of a workstation where they'll have highs and lows as far as the music go. That's what I listen to, and I find that I will base my speed to which I walk on the music that's being played. That's how I operate. Anyway, so again, that's another reason why I prefer to walk by myself. And the next reason is weather. I will walk in rain, snow, sleet, hail. I will walk in those. Not a problem. I will bundle up, put my headgear on, my hat, whatever, gloves, whatever. I will walk in that weather. But I will not walk if it's lightning. If I see one lightning strike, I'm not walking. I don't plan on getting hit by lightning, so I avoid the lightning, okay? And I also avoid the heat. I need to find something to do during the summertime, the intense summertime. Usually around the 1st or middle of June is when I start cutting out. And I don't pick back up again until around the latter part of August, 1st of September, maybe the middle of September, when it starts to cool off a little bit. The heat and I, yeah, we're just not friends. We're just not friends. So I prefer not to walk in the heat, especially excessive heat. And the final thing is, a lot of people need support people or a support person. I'm not that person. It's great to have them. Now don't get me wrong. If I'm working out in the gym, then I want a support person. I want somebody to egg me on and push me on and stuff like that. I don't need it, but I want it. If I'm walking, I don't want or need that. I don't need a buddy to walk with. I'm accountable on my own. Because like I said, if I say I'm going to walk, whether you walk with me or not, I'm going. If I say I'm not going to walk, whether you walk or not, I'm not going. There's nothing you can say that's going to make me go if I told you I'm not going. Point blank period. There's nothing that you can say to stop me from going if I say I'm going. Point blank period. So as far as walking go, an accountable person I don't need. Again, if you're somebody that needs that, that's cool. You do what you need to do for you. Some people need to be held accountable. I'm not that person. Not when walking. Not when walking. I'm not that person. So those are my reasons why I pretty much walk and prefer to walk by myself. Just a brief history. I had a friend who's now deceased now, Lovey Gwen, and she used to tell me she's going to walk with me. Yeah, this is how I realized that I need to walk by myself. And a lot of days when I get off work and we get ready to go walking, she said she didn't feel like it, or she had a busy day. So I was like, oh, okay. So I learned that in order to walk with her, for me to successfully walk with her, I had to walk while I was at work. I had to make sure I got the time allotted that I wanted to do in while I was at work. And so when I got home and I said, let's go walk, and if she didn't want to walk, that was fine, because now I'm walking with you. I'm walking for you. This is not my walk. Okay? So that's where I had to change up and decide I have to walk by myself. Again, if I'm walking and you see me and you want to join me, that's fine. Know that chances are I'm not going to talk, because I don't walk and talk either. I might say a word or two, but I don't care on great long conversations. I just like to zone out, zen in, whatever you want to call it. Okay? So just wanted to share this with you. And if you see me out walking somewhere, which you might, if you see me out walking, say, hey, I'll speak. I'm not unapproachable. I'll speak. It's just that I don't like to walk and talk, and I like to do it by myself. And but again, please speak. All right? Just like if I see you, I would speak. So until the next video, y'all have a great day, and don't forget to leave a legacy. And also remember, health is wealth. I'm working on my health. You do what you need to do to work on yours. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.